Hey, what's up? Hopefully everybody's having a good morning. Um, Trying to get all this stuff together. Skip my breakfast. I gotta get some breakfast. I've had a long morning already, y'all. I like a super long morning. I mean, had to get up a little earlier, take care of some other business stuff with had to get up a little earlier, with one of my other businesses and stuff. And yep, I'm tired already. Um, really tired already, and ready to get some ready to get some breakfast. I am annoyed though. I'm just being honest. I know once again I'm supposed to come to the stream all chipper, but it's important for y'all to know too. And I would say that a lot of you are blessed that you don't know some of the stuff I know because I'm just being honest. I'm constantly aggravated because I just found out this morning from one of my guys about two of the projects that I'm waiting to come out that I really want to get. One of them was supposed to launch in February, and the other one was supposed to launch I think last month. And I don't know what to tell y'all, but both of them are talking about they're not launching till December, January of next year. And I'm just being straight up honest. This is pissing me off. It's getting really annoying. It's getting really annoying. We all have this whole thing of what we trying to figure out how long the cycle's going to be. Is it going to be quicker? Is it going to be longer? Is it going to be shorter? And what you got to realize is these projects themselves, they're not the 1%. They're not the whales and the people that's really controlling the market and going to decide when this thing is over. If you've been watching enough channels and studying the market long enough, you've probably heard plenty of times like, oh, a bunch of projects launched in the bear market because they didn't even know. Um, so some of these projects are just trying to build. Okay, let's say this. Some of these projects are just trying to build a product, and they don't really know what the market is working, how the market is working. There's other projects that do somewhat know about the cycle, but at the same time, they don't control when it drops or whatever. So number one, I want to go ahead and buy these projects because I want to accumulate them. Number two, the thing, and let me talk about this too, because a lot of you guys ask about it. Um, and trust me, we all had the pipe dream. And let me call it just what it is: having the pipe dream and thinking you're gonna buy all your stuff early, and you don't have to worry about short-term capital gains. I'm not even trying to play that game anymore. I'm gonna make the money where I make it, and then you just realize that some of the stuff you probably are gonna pay short-term capital gains on, but just try to make it so um, you're getting projects with good upside. So you've made enough money that it kind of doesn't matter in a way. But yeah, it's real annoying. I'm really annoyed to find out these projects are not launching until they're talking about December 2024, January 2025. It's real annoying. So this is all the mental stuff I have to juggle, not just finding good projects, studying the project, listening to spaces, going in their discords, seeing where they're launching, seeing what the return is, looking at the vesting schedule. It's a lot of work. But yeah, I'm extremely annoyed by these two projects. To be honest, extremely annoyed. But anyway, like I say, sometimes you just got to get it out. So um, anyway, oh yeah, so yeah, Bitcoin is they're trying to shake people out. I don't really care. So we were talking about dropping below 65 before, but now we're at the point where we've dropped below 64. We went into like I think we hit like 63.8. Regardless of what happens here, and I'm not worried about it. And even when I bring up the charts, and like I said, I talk about Matic all the time. Even for you, if you've taken on that, you looked at the Matic chart, seeing how it works, it's totally different when you're living in the middle of it. And like I said, everybody thinks they're ready and they're like, oh, I see how, okay, I see what you're saying. So I see how the market works. But when you're in the midst of those market drops and all that kind of stuff, it's so easy to want to capitulate. It's so easy to wish you bought at, oh, I wish I would have bought at this price instead of what I bought in at. And everybody's going to say it. Everybody's going to think it. But you just buy in at good prices where you see tremendous upside. If you get lower prices, then cool, whatever. But yeah, it's I see a lot of people saying they're bored, they're depressed, they're scared. I'm not in. Only thing I'm like is annoyed. That's the only thing I've really been not really, afraid or depressed. Not afraid or nervous. Just mine's is annoyed. I don't know. I probably sound like a grumpy person, but whatever. It is what it is. Y'all get annoyed sometimes too. I don't know why people act like when you get annoyed, that must be your overall personality, but we all get annoyed sometimes, and it just is what it is. But anyway, we're going to see how this market goes. But anyway, to the news. So the price dropped 60. It was at 65,000. We dropped below 65,000, and then as of this morning, we dropped below 64. My bad. We dropped to 63,800. But one of the reasons people are speculating because, I was talking about the Germans that confiscated the Bitcoin before they did a sell off the other day. They had like $3 billion worth, right? And it was just this morning, like a few hours ago, like right before we woke up, they transferred $200 million of it to exchanges, to different exchanges too. So they got, excuse me, I'm sorry. Which is actually a smart tactic. They sent it to different exchanges. They sent some to Kraken, some to Coinbase, and some other exchanges. But like I said, usually when you see people sending stuff to exchanges, it means they're about to sell some. And the thing is, they're doing this on different transactions, so it's not like one big transaction. But you see them moving to Bitcoin, so they sent $200 million worth, and I think that still leaves them with 2.8 billion or something like that. I can't remember what the math is, but so it's scaring a little. It's a little spook in the market. So I just want to get that out first. Even though I just ranted about being annoyed. First news piece I want to talk about is the fact that that's why Bitcoin is probably falling, not because they're selling it, but because people get afraid of what it's going to do to the market or whatever. I mean, it's 200 million versus a trillion. I mean, it's a lot of money, but anyway. So that's why the market is moving the way it is. Everybody's talking about it across Twitter and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, they moved $200 million to exchanges. People are scared they're going to sell it off, and that is that. But at the same time, I didn't get all the metrics and everything. I'm really going off I saw some other people talking about it, but off this tweet saying that the whales at OKX are buying it up though. So 63.8 is not a bad range to say that we've been at 70,000, 71, 72. So 63 is not a bad range to buy at. Plus, like I keep saying, on both sides of the good and the bad, these whales, they have hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars. So when they're buying, to say that we're at 63, that we were at 63.8, and we could potentially go back to 72, that's 10% for them. So if you put $5 million in there and you make 10%, you've made $500,000 for a whale. They don't even need I know a lot of us talk about, Bitcoin is probably going to do nothing but 3 or 4x. But if you got that kind of money to put in the market and you make a 10%, you can make good on that. So a lot of the whales are buying it up. I see a lot of people saying, listen, I really feel this is not me even trying to be like positive or anything. Some of these people missed out. They sat on the sidelines of the market too long. A lot of them were sitting out when we were at 24K last year, talking about a lot of people saying we have to retest 16K in Bitcoin, 12K. And they just sat. I mean, I think the earliest, not the earliest, but after that 16 range, we had a bunch of chances. They had a bunch of chances at 22K Bitcoin. It was hovering around at 22 to 26K. They weren't buying it. Now these people talking, well, it's got to go back to 50K. I don't think we're seeing 50K. To be honest, I'm just be completely honest. Even for me, I was surprised to see the 63.8. Let's say in worst case scenario, maybe 59. But for these people who talking about they waiting for 50,000, I don't know what to tell you, my friend. But I don't think we're going to see that. But if we do, it's whatever. It just presents a better buying opportunity. But anyway, 63.8, OKX whales are buying it up. And they're not worried. Let's get to this. Is actually cool piece of news here. I be telling my lady all the time, I need to start working on it. I want to create my own calendar for for my offspring, my grandchildren, great grandchildren, great grandchildren, so they know the true history of what happened during our time period. Because a lot of stuff from 1800s and even early 1900s, we don't really have any record of it. Like a lot of stuff is missing. A lot of rightful ownerships, the patents is missing. People have stolen patents and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, I just want to make my own kind of calendar, like marking the different changes in society, whether it be when the iPhone came out and, just different stuff like that. But anyway, this is a cool little piece of news. If y'all want to watch this, I'm actually about to get something else together while y'all watch this, but I thought it was pretty dope.
Marathon Digital Holdings has launched a 2 megawatt pilot project to recycle heat from its digital asset compute data center to warm a community of 11,000 residents in Finland. This pilot project is Marathon's first digital asset compute operation specifically tailored for district heating solutions. District heating involves heating water in a central location and distributing it through a network of underground pipes within a local area. Marathon is exploring ways to monetize heat generated by its data centers, allowing district heating systems to use this heat instead of burning fossil fuels or biomass for thermal energy. This pilot project represents an innovative test in Marathon's pursuit towards developing new revenue streams and strategic approaches to achieving zero-cost power for digital asset computing, while offering new solutions to the world's energy transformation. For more updates, visit mara.com.
Anyway, I just thought that was interesting. I was about to go on a tangent about something else about electric cars, but I'm not going to do that today. Let's keep it on crypto. But anyway, it's a dope way to utilize mining because, people always talk about the negative effects of mining. I'm not going to get into all the energy, negativity and positivity and whatever else. But I mean, it is use cases. And that's not me just trying to be bullish on Bitcoin. It's just like, I think it's dope that they found a use for that. Hopefully it merges into some other stuff. So anyway, wait, why did I pull this up? I think I'm gonna skip that. Or will I? Well, I'll just talk about it. Yeah. So it says Iran to launch public CBDC. I know this is not a stablecoin, but I'm gonna get where I'm going in a minute. But Iran to launch public CBDC pilot in June. Unlike other types of electronic money in Iran, the digital rial, I think as I said, doesn't require interbank settlement to transfer funds between buyers and sellers. Once again, we know. I know a CBDC is not a stablecoin. We don't like CBDCs and stuff like that. I'm only pointing this out to show people, like, even when I took my mother's, she's starting to understand it more, like what banks really are and how it actually works or whatever. But people are moving away from banking. Like I was saying, they had the unrealized losses the other day. Banks fought crypto for the longest, and then they pretended to fight it. But like the Jamie Dimons, who's always trying to say stuff about, he was always saying stuff about Bitcoin and crypto and whatever. Trust me, he's buying crypto. I mean, like I said, they're one of the parties that's involved in the ETFs and stuff. So I don't know. I know y'all can't imagine a world without banks, but I would love to imagine it. Just so it's not about the CBDC. Don't get caught up on that part, but it's about the fact that they're skipping the banks. Now this has started. I don't know if y'all saw this. I haven't seen any others yet because, like I said, I had a whole different morning this morning. I can't even believe I made it to my stream on time, to be honest. I was working on other stuff. So I haven't seen if anybody else has theirs out, but I did see Bitwise is always first to put theirs out. This is their Ethereum ETF ad or whatever. So, I mean, of course, we already know they're coming. Now you got people speculating how soon they're coming or whatever. But anyway, here's the ad if y'all haven't seen it.
Hello, I'm Ethereum.
And I'm Big Finance.
You okay? You look really tired.
Just calling it a day.
But it's 4 p.m.
Yeah, and I've been working nonstop since 9:30 this morning, so.
9:30? You don't say.
Yep. You'd want a little shut-eye too if you've been moving billions around the world.
Well, actually I do. Stablecoins, NFTs, loans. People can access me 24/7.
What?
But look, everyone's different. You should get your rest. You've had a long day.
Well, I have, haven't I?
Definitely. You'll get after it tomorrow.
Tomorrow's Saturday.
Monday. You'll get after it again on Monday.
Monday.
Hello.
Anyway, so like I said, I mean, it's just showing the shift we have, along with the Iran article, and showing this too. Like I feel like everybody's about to use this. And the thing, even though we all talk about, I'm bullish on crypto, and we talk about how our family members don't understand crypto, or whatever. To be honest, if you're real honest with yourself, none of us know what this is going to look like in the future. We can kind of imagine, because I remember when I was a kid. Like I don't know if y'all had this problem, but I was confused about whether like Google, AOL, and all that stuff like was the internet. Sometimes I used to call websites the internet, just like your grandparents probably still do. Like I didn't fully. I'm just being honest. I mean, I was a kid too. I didn't fully understand the difference between website, internet, browser. Like I used to mix them up all the time or whatever. But even though I mean, of course, we know that Ethereum, what is used for DeFi, moving money around the world, as the ad is showing, or they're trying to simplify it for people who don't understand it or whatever. Like imagine that we really banks are really about to be a thing of the past. I'm not talking about like next year, probably not even the next 5 years, but 15 to 20 years. The traditional banking system that we have now, I don't think it's going to be around. And even though, like I said, even though we talk about how bullish we are on crypto, some of y'all probably saying no to that even now. You're like, well, so we just here to make money. It's not going to really replace anything, but I think it's definitely going to replace. It's just it's an old, outdated system. And to be honest, I think that's why nobody even really cares about inflating the dollar or whatever. I don't know how this shift is about to happen. A lot of people suspect we about to be on World War III and all that kind of stuff. I don't know what's going to happen, but I know one thing: they don't care about inflating this dollar right now. And so anyway, we're gonna see what happens. I don't want to get too deep into that, but I'm tired. I'm not gonna lie. This is just something to watch out for. Something to watch out for. Elio put this out. He says, was just sent the scam from a close friend. There is no airdrop. Do not click any links. Please share with your neighbor. I just thought of something funny. I'm not even going to say it. But, just a reminder for those of you that probably still just coming in new, every airdrop is not an opportunity. Every time you see a link, don't click it and say, well, I just want to see what it's about. You'll be surprised. Just click what clicking the link could do. Like I said, I was talking last week about the guy, the people who got hacked through their browser extensions to, what was it, MetaMask or something, whatever. They got hacked through the browser extensions just by clicking stuff, and they didn't need the person hacking them didn't need a password, a seed phrase, and none of that. So, just look out for that stuff. But this specifically, realize that there is no Superverse airdrop. I'm gonna say it because it's funny. At the same time, I wonder is this fake just as an advertisement for Superverse? I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not trying to flood the project. I'm just saying, like, sometimes you got to think about this stuff. This is where my head be at. When other people just be thinking about other stuff, I'll be thinking about all this kind of stuff. Let's get to these last 2, 3. What is it? These last 2. Yeah, it's a short stream today. It's not a lot today. Everybody half depressed today. I'm pissed off. They depressed. We all not in the best mood, but it's gonna be a brighter day. We're gonna be fine. But this is a lot of people saw this as bearish, but we know it's coming. But I'm gonna just read it anyway. I don't like the title of the article. I wanted to read another article, but whatever. It says, sorry, Doge fans, Elon Musk's Twitter payments plan does not include crypto yet. Dogecoin supporter Elon Musk is working toward the launch of a Twitter payment service, but it reportedly doesn't feature crypto for now. That's what I said, for now. It appears that Twitter, aka X, users will not be able to use the platform to send or receive cryptocurrencies, at least not anytime soon. Crypto enthusiasts have long speculated as to whether Elon Musk, a major proponent of the Dogecoin meme coin, would integrate digital tokens into the platform as he claims to build an everything app. However, new regulatory documents show that while Musk is indeed moving to launch a payment service, it does not appear to have crypto in its sights, per Bloomberg. What the documents do reveal, rather, are plans for a subsidiary called X Payments, which has been approved for money transmitter licenses in 28 states. I thought he had more by now. With licenses sought in the remaining states as well. X Payments could provide payment features for users that resemble Venmo or Zelle. It could be that crypto may be integrated into the payments system at a later date. As Dogecoin supporters continue to hold out their hope, to be sure the goals of X payments are not entirely clear from the documents and statements made by Musk. Excuse me, let me drink my water, and I didn't bring any. But yeah, listen, y'all. I mean, it's Elon Musk, and we know what we know. It's definitely, they got to start out somewhere, but I'm pretty sure crypto is going to be integrated into this later. It's just not, they're just not doing it right now. But they gotta make the title of the article eye catching or whatever you call it, controversial, so people read it. I'm not a clickbait type of person, but if it works for them, it works for them. So whatever. The next big thing I've been talking about this for a while. But anyway, breaking news: Coinbase Institutional announces that it will be the custodian. It will be the custodian for North America's first Solana ETP, or exchange traded product. Maybe one day I'll get into the difference between ETFs and ETPs, but this is the first Solana ETP. The Solana product QSOL seeks to provide shareholders with staking yield accrued from Solana network. I didn't even think that would be possible, because they took staking away from the Ethereum ETF. But anyway, digital asset manager 3iQ has filed for a Solana exchange traded product listing on Canada's Toronto Stock Exchange, North American first if approved, the firm claims. We have submitted a preliminary prospectus for the Solana fund in Canada in relation to an initial public offering, 3iQ posted on X on June 20th. If approved, it would be the first Solana ETP listed in North America, the firm noted. QSOL was filed on the preliminary prospectus with securities regulatory authorities in all Canadian provinces and territories except Quebec, 3iQ noted. But like I said, man, I know a lot of people saying if I am tired and my throat just dry. A lot of people were saying, if Solana was to get an ETF, that they have to get a futures first and all that kind of stuff or whatever. But I wasn't expecting to see this news. I got to read some more up on it, because honestly, I just saw this news like right before the stream began, so I didn't get a chance to dig into it. But anyway, like I said, sometimes I bring stuff to the channel just so you guys can do your own research. But yeah, it's Friday. It's real chill. A lot of people are not feeling the best. Let's be honest, we all upset about something. As I said on the channel before, I'm not one of those people that overfakes positive energy. It's my full belief that just how arguing with somebody can stress you out and cause a stroke, that fake positive energy, let people try to, whatever. But I mean, hopefully at the same time, hopefully I'm not bringing your energy down. But I mean, life is life. Sometimes you got to learn to deal with your emotions, and just, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm a little annoyed. Not so much about the market being down or whatever. I'm cool with that part. It's just some of this other stuff. But I know some of you guys are maybe feeling some type of way about some of the market being down. But hey, we early. The market is going to go back up, and just try to use this opportunity to find some dry powder. Not financial advice, but collect some stuff you believe in at some of these good prices and stuff. And like I said, I already told you guys months ago that June was going to look like this, and I know people always had the question is why wouldn't we sell everything we have if we know the price is going to drop? Because sometimes altcoins go against the market. You never know what's going to happen, and it's just not something that it's not something you want to have to be worried about. Something flying after you sold it or whatever. It's not a good feeling. So yeah, we're here. Everything's pretty much played out the way I said it. I know y'all, like I said, I know y'all was tired when I kept pulling up the calendar on stream and stuttering through what I was trying to explain, but I think you got the picture. I tried to tell you week by week what I thought was going to happen, and it's pretty much lined up, because this is the end of that. I remember vividly talking about this week of the 16th through the 22nd. So we're here now. We'll see what happens next week. Maybe we can get some upward moving next week. That's what I kind of predicted before starting next week into going into the month. I'll just say we're gonna see what happens. I am monitoring some stuff that I've been looking at. So far it's played out like we predicted. So yeah, I'm buying the dip, and hopefully these projects stop annoying me. And I understand it, but what are they trying to launch in peak bull? Like, I understand there's some projects that do that, but some of these projects shouldn't be that type. I feel like they should go ahead and launch and start building the community around them or whatever. Yeah, it is what it is. But I'm gonna leave that alone. Elon said, "Let's go." Yeah, I'm excited. Like I said, I mean, I'm just annoyed about the projects not launching, but the rest of the market I'm cool with. I'm ready for takeoff. I'm cool with the dips. I'm DCA and I'm buying the dip and everything. As he said, good morning. Friday is here. Man, it feels like this is the third Friday this week. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm very much forward looking to relaxing and going in here and fixing me some lunch. But yeah, I can't wait for my break. I really can't. I'm just being honest. Indigenous said, Grand Rising, Zoe and crew. Grand Rising to you too, my friend. Indigenous said, you got to be the king of hilarious thumbnails. Oh, I try to, even though I'm annoyed this morning, I do try to, add some comedy and everything. Yeah, I mean, I like comedy. And like I tell you, I write comedy too. So it's funny thing. I do hear a lot of comedians talk about this. The funniest comedians they've had like some of the darkest lives and whatever. And you create comedy in that pain. One thing when I was building my comedy chops, as far as doing my own comedy and writing for people and stuff like that, is like my mom. Like I told you my story growing up and stuff. So always trying to make my mom laugh. Like I said, I had to grow up early. It was like pretty much me and my mom. I have siblings too, but it was a lot of me supporting my mom through stuff, and so that's why I get all the comedy stuff. I usually try to laugh through everything. Like, I'm a little annoyed right now, but I'm gonna be fine the rest of the day. It's not like I'm gonna mope around all day or whatever, But I'm pissed. It is what it is. But anyway, appreciate it. I'm glad people enjoy the thumbnails. So, Blackmore fam said, have a great weekend. I definitely will. Tad said we should make a hashtag for Zoe community. CZA has a good ring to it. Cryptoz Army. Nah, don't start that, man. Don't start that. I would tell you. I mean, like, nah. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I love you guys. I'm not a fan of that type of stuff. I don't know why. Because it just gets too cultish after a while. Like I brought it up last week where I just saw some things, I put it that way, and they were like, for one, the play is god awful horrible. I know the people who cooked it up, and they straight up scammers. But I saw this one particular group is like, we as blah blah blah, this group, this is our highest conviction. And like I said on the stream last week, I feel like I put some good plays in there, but I don't think anybody. I'm not going to do it, and nobody in my group should speak for the entire group that I have and saying that this is the group's like most bullish player. We're all bullish on this. Like that, it don't have to be that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all can be bullish on a couple and y'all could think the other ones are trash. Y'all can not like them or whatever, or it just doesn't go with your forte or whatever. But I feel like once you start doing that type of stuff, it's not really good, because even in the group, like, I don't want people to just be blindly bullish on projects. Like, I want to have people in the group saying, hey, I saw this bullish news about the project. I saw this bearish news about the project. Now, I'm not gonna put up with people coming in like saying, oh, this project's stupid, or y'all dumb, or just purposely trying to flood a project because you in a bad mood or whatever. But yeah, if you see something like this fully valid, I want people to be able to talk about it. But the problem I see when people start this stuff like blah blah blah's army and cult, I'm not cult, but they got all these weird names and stuff. It just starts to cause everybody to meld together in this group think, and you can't say nothing bearish or bad about the projects, and then people end up holding projects. Like I said, one of the projects, I'm not making this up, like not making this up at all. One of the projects, and actually I saw this with 3 groups last week. It just happened so that people been talking to me about different stuff. And so one of the projects, they're like, this is one of our, we're most bullish on this project or whatever. And the thing is, fell like 100x. Like, that's weird. But because they so much in this, like, we're a team, group, family, whatever. They're like, nobody can say anything bad about this project. And they just all just gonna sink in the ship together, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, I don't know. I just never been that type of person. I don't even know what to call it. Like, I'm not a type of person that, I don't know, needs praise, likes attention, even for the stuff I do. Like, people find it funny because I work in entertainment, but especially, like I said, after you experience the attention after a while, and maybe it's just my makeup, maybe other people love it, but it can get annoying. And most people say like, "Oh, that's negative. If people fan of you, you should like that or whatever." I mean, it's cool and all, but I just want to chill. Like, I just want to live my life, and I just like the stuff that I do. I don't need attention for it. I don't need to sign autographs. I don't know. I'm going on a tangent, but anyway, I don't know. Just like, maybe you being funny, but I don't know. That kind of stuff just kind of creeps me out. To be honest, I'm just being honest. Uh, like, oh, they got the Swifties with Taylor Swift, and then Beyonce got the Beehive. That stuff is weird to me. Yes, it's so weird to me. But anyway, I'm gonna get off that soapbox. Elon says, "See, y'all. I know y'all got to be joking. Y'all got to be joking, man. Anyway, Lawrence, yeah, herd mentality. That herd mentality is really crazy. I mean, one thing I'm learning as I get older is, I mean, I already kind of knew it, but just realizing your perspective is going to be different. Everybody's perspective is different. So even how I see that as weird, some people don't see it as weird. Some people don't realize that they're caught up in it. And I hate to keep bringing this one up, but like I see, I'm gonna talk about this one, and don't even say nothing. Don't even respond. Like literally, don't even say anything in the chat. Just think about it amongst yourselves. Like, just think about it to yourselves. Don't comment on it at all. But I see this. I've been seeing how this presidential election, I see how they're not using racism a lot, because one of the main things is going to be crypto, whether people realize it or not. But they still going to keep it going some type of way. And I seriously think racism is one of the dumbest things like ever, but it continues somehow. But I even see how they've been using Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, the whole Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark situation. And for the people who are racist, yeah, you see them rearing their heads or whatever, and they going gung ho for Caitlin Clark, and she's a dope player. Like, I think she's a dope player, and I think Angel Reese is a dope player or whatever. I will say, and the people don't even factor in that Caitlin has a height advantage for her position too, in the position she's playing, just like James Harden or who are some of the other ones. Even Steph, I don't know why the way Steph moves, people think Steph is short, but Steph is not short. Like, Steph is 6'4". But the height advantage when you're a guard plays a part of it, which is why Caitlin can dominate like she does and whatever. But you see people on both sides feeding into it, and it's become this thing where it's like team black and team white. And it's just like, I'm sitting there watching it. And just like when we talk about the herd mentality and the crypto thing, it's like they don't even realize they're being baited into this. Even if it's subconsciously, you don't even realize that you're being baited into a race war over women basketball players. And it's just like, I don't even like really say anything. I don't say anybody's stupid, but I'm a type of person, like, like I told you, I grew up quick, and I feel like I became an old man. Even though I'm young, I feel like I became an old man quickly, because older people, they not the smart ones, because all older people ain't smart. Let's be real. Not all of them are smart. But for the ones who live their life and they've obtained wisdom, they don't argue when people arguing. They just sit there and watch. You see that? And most people attribute it to, they think, oh, that's because they old. And like, you think because they're old, it's hard for them to move their lips or them to, no, it's not that. It's they just sitting there watching. And that's what I do with a lot of people a lot of times. I be just watching all the threads, and I just be like, dang, y'all are easily brainwashed into race baited stuff. Like, and they just be going in and stuff. And once again, we will say some people do not like people of the other race, and that's for the white people and the black people and stuff. And I'm just like, it's crazy how if you just give people a tool, they'll definitely use it to show what their true colors are or whatever. But anyway, that came off the whole herd mentality group thing. But yeah, I'll just sit back and watch sometimes. Y'all see me come on the channel. I use the word stupid quite a bit. I'll be like, they stupid. And I don't even try to use it in a derogatory term. It's just kind of how I speak where I'm from or whatever. But yeah, it's crazy watching some of these groups and this group think, and they'll just be like super bullish on it. And I tried to reiterate 1,000 times. Like people think like, oh, he just bearish and he just want to FUD and not Casper. All I'm saying is I'm just trying to make sure people are protected and realize that Casper's not about to do a 500, 300x like some of these people are saying. And just trying to protect people as much as I can. You know, if it wasn't for people just being so ridiculous crazy like about it, I probably would never even mention Casper. I'll just be like, oh yeah, you know, I didn't catch that. I'm cool with that. Like it's cool. You got to be cool with missing some stuff. Some people just hate on stuff just because they missed it, right? I'm not one of those people. I'm just trying to tell people like, hey man, it's cool, it's good tech. I know the founder and all that kind of stuff, but just don't think this is gonna do a 500x. And I see a lot of people saying that. And in the beginning, when I was on my channel, people asking me about it, I was like, oh, don't worry. Like they just putting the thumbnail up to get people to come in and watch the channel. And then I slowly realized, no, they're not. They're really convincing people that this sucker's going 500x from here. And it's like, so I had to make sure I tell y'all like, hey, cool tech and all, cool. I see the smart contracts coming. I get it, but just know this is not from the 500x. So don't hold out for that and lose your money. Because my thing is, I feel like that people, if you came in the bear market and you came in early enough, you have took enough risk and you've took the chance at coming into this market when it doesn't look good. Even now, a lot of altcoins bleeding. So I feel like if you weathered the storm like this, you should have the chance to make the gains that you want to make in life-changing, wealth. Now I will say, look, the game is what it is. Somebody's got to lose. So for the people coming in February, March of 2025, I'm not going to be saying nothing about Casper. You know what I mean? Because those people are the people that FOMO'd in. They FOMO'd in and they caught the end of the tailpipe or whatever you want to call it. And it is what it is. But I just say that for people that's here now, so they kind of know what's going on. But anyway, herd mentality can really mess you up is all I'm saying. Carl said, good morning. Still looking for extra dry powder. I think you said, when do you think we'll go back to? Oh, bro, I think I've said it before. It's never going back to $50. The $50 was just for early adopters, people who, you got to start somewhere. It's just for people who are adopted early. Like it's literally the price is only going to go up from here. That's not me even trying to, make money off the Patreon. It's just the value. For one, the value of the Patreon is already more than what the price is now. So yeah, it's never going back to $50, like ever. But yeah, the value you get in the Patreon is worth more than what the price is now anyway. Taddy said it does make things more dramatic because if we have any public disclosure, hold on, I gotta move this thing out of the way. We'll be like, oh, Zo Army is arguing with each other versus the community having a discussion. Yeah. So I don't. Man, this stuff is weird. I've seen some worse names than that though. I mean, I'm just like, y'all really a cult. Like this is really a cult. Like y'all are tripping over here. Crypto Rose said, I always dislike that people cannot uplift their communities without putting down others. Just because you're pro-black doesn't mean you have to bash white people and vice versa. Yeah, man, it's just like, I just never had that in me. I can't really, like, as a human, as a person with a brain, I understand what's going on, but I don't understand why people feel that. Well, no, I can't say that either. I do see why they feel the need to do it, but it's not necessary. Just like you said, it's not necessary. But it's usually insecurity. It's insecurity. Like I can understand, like basketball is seen as a black dominated sport. So Caitlin Clark come in is like white people like that and stuff. So it's like let them have this moment or whatever. It's cool and all. I do feel like they overhype her up, sometimes. But it's like, all right, cool, have your moment, but like have your moment without being racist and all that kind of stuff. Vice versa for the black people. They're like, oh, we team Angel Reese. Like both of them are cool. Another thing I can't understand, like when you get in your early 20s, you be thinking you grown, right? Until you start like living life and you gotta pay your own bills, and then like with me, you starting companies and different stuff like that. To be honest, even though I feel like I'm wise, you start to realize like I almost still feel like a kid. Like, you know what I mean? And then you got all these older people who coming in like, and they just like making you their god, whether you Angel Reese or Caitlin Clark, and y'all putting all these pressure on them. Like, bro, we just leaving college and y'all already putting all this pressure on them on both sides. And it's just like, It's grown, immature people, grown people. They 40, 50, 35 years old, grown as all know what, and they just being immature and trying to live their life through somebody who just got out of college. And then y'all fighting amongst them, thinking that they don't feel this pressure and this anxiety that y'all putting on them. Even if you are for them, you thinking you lift them up, whatever, but you making them anxious. They got all this anxiety now because of adults who want to be childish. But anyway, 631K said Casper's a solid 10 to 15x from here. Yeah, I think that's about right. What I will say is, how can I quickly say both sides of it? Let me see where Casper's at right now. Last time I checked, it was around 4 billion. Yeah, still around it. So it's about 3.5. I would say I would give Casper yeah, about right there. Between 15 to 20. I mean, they do have a bullish community. They really like meme coinish or whatever. I would say my target, but like I said, because of all the saturation in the market, people put money all different places or whatever, I get them about a 17 to 20x, somewhere around there. If it gets real bullish, and I'm gonna get bullish case scenario, I see it topping out at that would be, trying to do this math correctly. In a bullish case scenario, yeah, I see it being like maybe a 30 to 35x, but I don't know, man. All these people talking about 500x, I don't know. And a lot of people saying, "Oh, it's the Bitcoin is gold, Casper silver. It's the next iteration of proof of work, and it's fast and it's smart contracts, blah blah blah. It's going to be right behind Ethereum." And they touting all this stuff, and I don't know, man. It's just not what I see for it. And like I said, let me say this too. And I'm gonna say this. Even somebody asked about one of the plays in the market today. I think I try to give you a good explanation of how I saw that play or whatever. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna be out of here. Before this, months ago, in my first streams, I annoyed y'all with talking about, hey guys, there's gonna be a lot of saturation in the market. I said it over and over. I believed it. But even now, when the thing is, the saturation I was thinking about is all the plays I knew about. And I know about a lot of plays that still haven't came out. But it's when you know the plays that are still coming out, and then you see all these other plays, to be honest, because everybody act like they know everything, but I don't. When I see a whole bunch of plays coming out that I didn't know about as well, I'm just like, oh, this is about to be crazy. And so when you think about these different gains you're going to get, no, it might make people depressed, but I'd rather people think with the right mindset and have their expectations in the right place and realize, like, hey, I know we shooting for this, and I hope we still get it. But be thankful if you get this. Like I said, if you 30 to 50x your entire portfolio with this saturated market, that's really good. So it's saturated as crap, man. It's so saturated that it's ridiculous. So all these valuations that people think stuff is going to reach is just, they're going to see, man. They're going to see. But like I said, they got a crazy bullish community. They crazy over there. So we'll see what it does. But 500x, nah. Bitcoin, you talking about getting to where Bitcoin is right now? Do you not see the trouble that Bitcoin is having to be there right now with all the institutional adoption it has, ETFs being around for over a decade now, all that kind of stuff? Like, they're not even thinking straight. But the people in their groups don't even know this. One thing and I'm gonna say this one more time for the people that may not know it, because I don't want to sound like I'm being condescending. There's still so many people that do not know that market cap exists. They just come in, they hear somebody say a price target, and they're like, yeah, it's going to get that price target. I see the people saying astronomical price targets that cannot be reached, or I'll see people say like they're worried that something could reach a certain price. And I'm like, do you not realize how small this market cap is? That's like a hop and a skip away. Like, it could easily get that. But some people are not even hip to understanding what a market cap is and how it works. They're just no price. And like, a lot of people come over and a lot of people brainwash people with that penny stock thing. Like, this is not stocks. There's not the price could be anything. You're focusing on the micro cap. But yeah, I'm market cap, excuse me, not micro cap. But a lot of people gonna get wrecked this cycle because they don't even realize that it's about market cap and it's not about it's not about it's not about the price. I don't even know what this next comment is. Actually, I skipped the comment. Lumry said thumbnail funny as F. By the way, oh, appreciate it, man. Yeah, I try to throw some comedy in there. You got any thoughts on Mint Layer? I mean, Mint Layer was one of the ones I was thinking about. I just don't see it as one of the most bullish plays. And right now, I'm trying to get in what I think is going to be some of the most bullish plays right now, especially going forward. Like I keep saying, with all the saturation I'm seeing in the market. I mean, it could do decent though. I mean, like I said, they have decent backers and all. What? Let me see where they at right now. They got one of the easiest tickers. Oh, it's back down there. Wow. Well, I mean, everything's falling, but let me see something. Hold on. I mean, if it catches on, it could do some good numbers. But like I said, I can't hold everything. It probably could perform well. It just has to catch on as when the market gets pumping again. But it'll probably be a decent performer. I'm just not gonna hold it. But I think it probably can perform pretty well. So yeah, I think so. Wait, somebody. I think my mods just did y'all delete that? Streaming software is different from the what else? Did somebody just say something crazy? We got crazy people in the chat. I know. Okay, I'm gonna just keep going. I'll ask. Maybe they'll send me a message. I think Mint Layer may be heading into a good entry zone. I'll be buying at 6 cents. Yeah, I mean, I think to be honest, I mean, like I said, I'm not going to hold it to be honest, but I mean, it's pretty much a good entry zone right now if that's something that you want to get. So, I don't know. I think it's decent because it was up to like 60 million at one point, wasn't it? Yeah, it definitely was up there. So, I mean, where's it now is a good entry to be honest. It's all up to you though. But like I said, it's a chill stream today. Yeah, like I said, my energy is definitely a little down. It's a little down because I'm just waiting for projects to come out. There's still some other ones coming out, but it's just some that I'm waiting on. So, but anyway, I'm just chill. I'm gonna be good the rest of the day though, hopefully and stuff. So anyway, if you want to join the Patreon, I gotta get some water. It is at patreon.com/cryptozo. Yeah, some good value in there. Maybe you should do an educational video on market cap if you have time. I think some people in the group don't understand. Yeah, market cap, dilution, and all that kind of stuff. Because a lot of people don't understand. I think dilution is the main one people don't understand. But yeah, I'll do it soon. I'll do it soon when I get a chance and everything. So yeah, but listen, guys. If you're not in the Patreon, join the Patreon. I know the market's down right now, and people not liking the way some of the stuff is looking or whatever, some of the prices. But it's a good time to. I feel like it's a good time to get in the market when the market is down, and some of these prices actually, like I said, you can get at better prices than we got them. So it's all up to you. I can't tell you what to do, but I think a lot of people get scared out of the market and stuff, and like I said, listen, it's not financial advice, but you can't. I want to say you can't. I gotta watch the way I say this stuff, but it's just a good time to buy. Is all I can say. If you want to be in the market, it's a good time to be in. So anyway, it's the weekend. I'm going to enjoy this weekend, man. I hope y'all enjoy your weekend. Don't stress too much about prices, and I'm gonna catch y'all next time.